and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a slew of products that I have purchased more than 3 times. I thought this would be a little bit different, a take on like what I've used up or what I'm repurchasing or, you know, things I'm throwing out, stuff like that. And I've done those videos in the past, but what I realized is sometimes I would repurchase it a second time and then be like, I don't really like it anymore, and then move on. So I've set the threshold that if I purchase an item for at least 3 times or even more, it is laid out in front of me and I'm excited to share it all with you. And if you're excited too, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and notification bell before you move on to the next video. I appreciate the love and support. None of this is sponsored. I actually don't think any of it was even really PR. Everything that is in front of me is something I've purchased. If along the way something was sent, I will definitely be sure to mention it. So let's get started with a few body products. I have some hair products and even makeup. I know it's difficult to get through makeup, but I found a way and I have some favorites here to share with you. This by far is not all of my favorites. Like there's definitely products that I use on a daily basis that I like either haven't used up or have only repurchased like 1 or 2 times. For instance, I have a favorite blush and there's no way, like I barely hit pan on it, but I will repurchase that until like it goes discontinued. So the first product I want to share with you is this Dove body wash. I am absolutely obsessed with it. I have one in the kids shower and my own. This is the only one full right now. These 2 are definitely our empties. Throughout the video I did try my best to collect 3 of the item to prove to you that I have at least purchased it 3 times. This one for sure. They're called, I don't think they're called anything specific. I look for the one that has the Neutrum moisture at the bottom, and I love that it comes in a pump because I am far too lazy to flip a cap and turn it over. That's just, I'm a lazy person. And these are awfully convenient. I don't feel like they dry out our skin. They're super soft and gentle, and the kids really like it too. And they smell really, really great. I really did like the cucumber green tea one. I will definitely be picking that up when this one runs out. Wow, I'm finally gonna get to throw some of these empties away. That's kind of cool. Okay, so another body care product, and again, I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you, they have no idea who I am. This is not sponsored, but I figured I'd just bump this one brand all out of the way, is the Dove deodorant spray. I even have a full one in my cabinet right now, and I've definitely repurchased it more than 3 times. I did go on a break from using things that have like the aluminum chlorohydrate for a good while. That's where the crystal deodorant comes in, and I have absolutely purchased this more than 3 times. So I only have the one to show you, but I have absolutely repurchased this more than 3 times. It's a mineral base. It definitely helps with the fragrance, underarm fragrance, for about 12 hours, even though it says 24-hour coverage. I was able to make it through my whole day without having a scent, but I apparently am a profusive sweater. And when I started doing facials in the treatment room, I realized I was getting like super wet underarms. And I know it is not the best to block those sweat glands, but when you're working in like the public service department or jobs, like I felt like I don't know, you just can't walk out with sweaty wet pits. Like you just can't. That is not relaxing, and I work in a spa. So I did have to go back to my trusty Dove. It's amazing. It smells incredible. Just spritz, spritz, spritz a little bit after your shower, and it's great. I wish I could go back to the crystal because it did work for me. I just wish it helped me not sweat as much, which I understand how this works and it's not the best, but it's kind of like a necessary evil at the moment. What other like body stuff do I have? The Dove exfoliating body polish. I've only purchased this once, so this is like an honorable mention, but I'm almost out of it because you use the tiniest bit and it's almost empty. I would absolutely repurchase this a million more times. They have different fragrances. I accidentally purchased the rice milk one and immediately returned it. I did not like the scent of it. It reminded me of baby formula. This one is the pomegranate seeds and shea butter. Absolutely love it. Use it on the body, not the face. And it's perfect for right before you do your sunless tanner. Moving on from the Dove train, let's talk about your teeth. I love this toothpaste. I told you this video is going to be a bit of a mishmash. This is the Sensodyne Extra Whitening. It looks like this. It's the Extra Whitening toothpaste. Now, it doesn't come in a bottle with a cap like this, and I don't have 3 of them to show you, even though I've repurchased this like 6 times at least. I purchased one randomly at the store that came in the blue cup. I think it was like a Colgate, and I just hated the taste of it. But I held on to the cap of it because it's one of the, oh, it's so gross, don't look at that, I'm sorry. It's one of the ones where I can like stand it up on the counter, just flip the top. Again, I'm lazy. Whereas this one that comes on the Sensodyne, you have to like screw it off and then squirt it onto your toothbrush. I like the flip the cap. I love the formula of this. I feel like it definitely coats my teeth with some sort of protection when it comes to having sensitivity. Because when I did switch over to, I think it was a Colgate that had the blue cap, I could feel like everything was super cold, super zingy. It wasn't like a set for sensitive teeth type of toothpaste. I thought the whole like this protects your sensitive teeth was like a hoopty-doopty gimmicky thing. No, it absolutely works. I feel like it definitely like decently keeps my teeth white, and it doesn't taste too terrible, so I really love this one. Something else that's right out in front of me, I've repurchased this a gajillion and a half times. This is an empty here. It's the BioTrue multi-purpose contact solution. I do wear contacts every single day. This one's almost empty, this one's totally out, and then I have a brand new in my back stock because I have to have this on hand at all times. I even have a little mini one for when I'm traveling. I feel like it cleanses my lens really well. I take it out in the morning, swirl around my palm, re-dip it, and then go about my day. Everything stays clear, fresh, and I love it. It works well for me. Next up is something I only have one bottle of, but I've definitely repurchased this at least 3 or 4 times. I love using the CeraVe Hydrating Micellar Water to clean my makeup sponges or my beauty sponges when I'm in a pinch. You just kind of squirt it on real quick. I did a whole video on this if you're curious on what method I use. I'll link to it right here in this little taggy thing up here. I love this. It makes it quick and easy and takes all the makeup out. I don't really like using it on my face though, ironically. I really did not like it on my face. Something I probably needed to put in today but was lazy and just totally skipped it is the Eva NYC dry shampoo. I only have 2 to show you because I think I included this in my last Empties video. And I don't use it all the time because then I usually just get lazy or put a bun in. But when I do use dry shampoo, I love this one. It does leave a little bit of white cast if you over apply or don't shake it up enough. So be sure you are holding it far enough away, about 6 or 7 inches, and lightly doing little spritzes throughout. Let it sit a second, swoosh it up, and it works amazing. And it smells really good too. Another one that I only have 1 bottle of, but I've definitely gone through several of these, is the Nelson J. Beverly Hills Moisture Healing Mask. It's got argan oil, 7 different other amazing things that it does. Love this, it feels great. I didn't like it at first because I don't think I was using enough product. And then when I realized because of how long and thick my hair is, I needed like a good hefty quarter or $50 size even to really mask my hair and have it sit in there. And then I really, really liked it. Next up, let's talk about a little skincare and then we'll move on to the makeup stuff. The first thing I want to talk about is the Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. I even have the old packaging. That is how much I have loved and gone through this stuff so much. To be fair, this one did come in a Ipsy Plus box, but I chose it to come in the box. So it's as if I bought it, right? I mean, I paid for the subscription. This hydrates my skin without being heavy. It's got a little bit of a lotiony texture, but it's not creamy, like it's not disgustingly, like I can feel it on my skin. There's no acne products particularly in it. Like there's no salicylic, no benzoyl peroxide or anything like that. It is just formulated for those that have acne prone skin, that it's not going to irritate or increase any inflammation or anything like that. It didn't make anything worse. It is maybe not the most hydrating. Like if you really need like a thick cream, this is not gonna be it. However, if you just need like the perfect hydrator to keep you balanced throughout the day, I really like that one. Now for face wash, I absolutely love this one from PCA. It is the PCA face wash. That's just what it's called. Simple as that. This is the retail size right here, and I have gone through 2 of these. I only have 1 bottle to show you, I apologize, but trust me on, I have repurchased this 2 times. And then when I got my license, I had access to the back bar size, which I feel like is a lifetime supply of this. I use a half a pump, tons of water, and it froths up so beautifully. There's a light base of aloe, lactic acid, so you're getting a light bit of resurfacing. Maybe the first few times if you have sensitized or unbalanced skin, it'll feel a little bit zesty, but once you rinse it off, you'll be back to normal and it's not uncomfortable by far. By far. Like, it is something you can absolutely use twice a day and even as your double cleanse in the evening, because it can be used as a makeup remover. So for a good while I was using it twice at night, once to remove my makeup and then once to actually clear out my pores, and it didn't irritate my acne when I was having like big old breakouts and it was super raw. I'm a little more balanced now, which is great because I'm finally feeling like my skin is getting to like a better place, and I definitely can attribute this to helping me get there. This is sort of like a skincare product, and I only have 2 to show you, but I definitely have gone through 3 of these. It's the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I really don't know what it is about this. Excuse me. You know, the funny thing is some days I hate this and other days I absolutely love it, but there's always a part of me that's like, I have to have this on hand, so figured I'd throw that out there. I do like it. I don't know what it is about it though. Like, it just feels so good, and it's so like lightly misting the face, and it leaves you like a soft little glow, but you're not super wet and greasy. Overall, I do like it. These next ones are not going to come as a shock to you, so I'll kind of breeze through them. It is all makeup related products. The first one is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape. I have definitely repurchased more than 3 of these. I have 4 in my hand right now, and I have a bunch in my makeup artist kit that I do use for when I do bride and their bridal parties. I love Shape Tape. It's something I can rely on when I put it on a face, or my own face. It sounded weird. When I put it on faces. It's incredible. It's full coverage. It's comfortable. It can look a little bit dry on some people, but that's where like something like the Morphe spray comes in handy, that it like softens it out, kind of melds everything together. I also really like the Scandinavia, but I haven't had a chance to repurchase this, so technically don't include that in this video just yet, but I could see myself repurchasing that like a million more times. Let's move on to another concealer, is the Revlon Color Stay. I have 2 here. I didn't even bother digging through my drawer. I know I've repurchased this like 1,205 times, and I love it. I really don't know what it is. I think it just messages. I feel like it just melts well with the foundation, which is the next thing I'm gonna show you. I have 5 right now. 2 are pretty much dead in the water for me. I've been really liking the natural finish lately though. These ones were the matte that I used up, and I fell back in love with it in the formula. But then I accidentally bought the natural finish one, and I was like, I kind of like this a little bit better. It looks a little bit softer, a little, not even dewy, just a little more satin rather than matte. And I've been kind of digging it. And I do have a couple other deeper shades for when I'm like tanning or in the summer or something like that. Love the formula, either the matte or the satin. Oh, I'm sorry, natural. And I will probably always forever have that on hand. Another makeup product is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe, and it's the one that comes in a little tube like this, where it's got the little brush rather than the squeezy tube. I don't like the squeezy tube one, and I don't like the one that is the black version. I think I own it. This one, the one that comes out in black, it's not my favorite. I'm way too messy. I need it to dry as clear as possible. So this one's the way to go. Speaking of lashes, let's talk about some of my favorite lashes, and these are a newer-ish discovery. I absolutely will forever love the Demi Wispies from Ardell, but these new ones have taken the cake and stolen my heart. I have a pair on right now, and they have 3 different sort of types of fluffiness. They taper off at the end. They're just super light and fluffy. I used to really like the Kiss lashes that taper off, the blowout ones, but those tended to be a bit too heavy, like the style itself. And these natural lashes in like the nude packaging are totally my jam right now, and exactly the look that I've been going for. So I have 4 of them in front of me and figured that qualified them for this video. This you've heard me talk about since the dinosaur ages. It is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 3-in-1 eyeliner. It comes to a brush tip, and it is just that was the most horrible line ever. It is the most perfect eyeliner. This must be the dead one because it's super patchy. It is the most perfect eyeliner ever. I have repurchased this at least 10 times. I don't go through it too quickly. I've just been using it for that many years or that long. And the last product I'm going to talk about today is by far not the least, but it is by far the product I have repurchased the most. It is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. Mind you, these are just the ones that I've held on to, and I just ran out of this one like today. Like that is all I have left in this little guy. So that is 6 that I have in my hand right now. And I have absolutely repurchased more than this. I go through this quite a bit. I would say once a month I have to, no, maybe once every 6 weeks I have to replace it. But it is by far my favorite. I hope they never discontinue it. My heart will be broken. I'm sure I could find something comparable, something like the 4.5 Precision Brow from Benefit. It's amazing. This is great. This is very similar. However, this is like $7 and this is like, what, $20 or something like that? I will go with this one all day, every day. Just please, please don't go anywhere. I need you. I need you. Oh, I didn't even mention beauty blenders. I have absolutely repurchased more than 3 beauty blenders. Like I have this one here, and I actually just think I threw out, I had a whole drawer of dirty beauty blenders that I was like somehow hoarding. For some reason, I was hoarding onto them. Hoarding onto them is hoarding? Can it be a verb like that? For some reason, I had like a drawer filled of like dirty beauty blenders that I was holding onto and just hoarding for I don't even know what reason, but I threw them out. I have absolutely used more than 3, all different colors. I had a black one. I've had several pink ones. I think I even had a nude one at one point. So you can go back and watch my videos for proof on that. But that's another one that I might be forgetting. And I'm sure there's 20 million other things that I use that I've repurchased a bunch of times. I am curious though to hear your products that you've used more than 3 times. Like think about that for a moment. Like you've maybe repurchased things like twice, but what have you really repurchased 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and so on? Like I'm really curious to hear like what has made the cut. I am totally up for doing a video like this maybe once a year or every half year, depending on how much stuff I can kind of collect and see what I've used more than 3 times that's different than what I've included in this video. I'm sure after I film this, I'll think of like 20 million other things, so I'll be sure to make a list and just keep it in my phone for next time. I thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video, which should start right now. Does this come this way? This way? This way, I think.